Goon, fire, goon, fire, goon, fire, goon, fire, goon, fire, goon. Goon, fire, goon, goon, fire, goon, fire, goon, fire, goon, fire, goon, fire, goon. What you say? What you say? Vucu vucu mesamaya, vucu vucu mesamaya. What up, guys? Welcome to Climax TV. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you who is going to win the league, my prediction, and how it's going to unfold. Thank you very much once again for coming to my channel, Climax TV YouTube channel, where you get all the necessary vibes, all the predictions, pre-analysis, everything that's going to transpire throughout the course of the season. Thank you very much once again. My name is Clement. Let's get right into this. So today I'm going to be analyzing how and who is going to win the league. So let's dive into this. So my predictions for who is going to win the league, I'll shock you. I'm going to wait till the very last moment. So as you can see, Manchester City has dominated the league for the past 5 years, 6 years. So they are really a strong side, dominated the league ever since Pep Guardiola took on the helm of Manchester City, and Liverpool has been close counterpart of their reign. So Liverpool actually won one in the last 5 years, which Manchester City have swept 4 premiership in the last 5 years. In my opinion, this season, I think uh, Manchester City, they are going to focus more on the Champions League, which has been one of the core value, one of the most I will not say that's the major thing that is missing from their cabinet. They are pretty much one every other thing. The only thing that is much needed in that city now, in that football club, is the Champions League, which everybody already knows. So here I'm just going to be telling you what they are going to do, how they are going to. I'm not saying, of course, obviously, everybody, we are all greedy. We want success in every way, ramification, every aspect of our life. We want to win everything. Or you can see last season, that's what really harmed Liverpool. It really slowed them down in terms of how they finished the season. They didn't finish strongly like the way they expect it to be, because actually they chased 4 titles, which was eventually detrimental to their campaign towards the ending of the season. You can see they went very sharp towards the end of the season. Salah lost form. He couldn't score as much as he used to be. His legs were gone. Liverpool, their whole squad was just a shell of themselves. They didn't really have that sharpness, that quickness again to penetrate and make quick passes, because they were all suffering from fatigue mentally. Even the coach said it. Everybody knew. Most people knew it. I actually predicted that they were going to win 4 trophies last season, which it was just a glimmer of chance, which they actually missed out on winning 4 trophies last season. So this season, is going to be very, 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 very interesting. I think a lot of teams are going to participate. Strong team like Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal. Arsenal is going to be really, really, really good this season. Trust me, they are going to be really, really good, and Tottenham is going to be right there. They're going to be right there. Manchester City always expect the best from them, and Liverpool with their intensity. What can I say? Manchester United, whoa, they just lost their first game, so we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. Their game is still relatively the same. Nothing has really changed much. The players still the same. They have not really understand how to win yet and how they are going to win. I believe it's going to be a struggle for the manager as he continue to work on his team and improve their work ethic. One thing that is always hindering. There's always a problem for Manchester United. Is just their work ethic. They don't run enough. They don't make more tackles. Fred and McTominay, I don't know what they are doing. I don't know what they do in the midfield. I don't even understand why they keep on playing them. 3 coaches in a row keep doing the same thing. As for Chelsea, they're relatively very, very young squad. I think the coach knows what he's doing, but the lack of striker, which they don't have this season, or which they haven't the proper center forward, which is not really there right now. I think it's going to be a very, very huge problem for them. Lukaku last season was not really body language, mentality wise. It was not really there. He didn't really want to later on the season, you saw what happened. He expressed his desire to go back to Inter Milan, which you already have a contract at Chelsea. You are playing at Chelsea. Everything looks good. Which I know he was not scoring enough the way he wanted to be. But there are times like that where in your life you go through some mental struggles, and as well at the end of the day you just know that okay. But you have to just go through your under contract. You need to respect your contract. Blah blah blah. Those are one of those things you have to do. But he was not ready. Even when he was when he was in Manchester United, he was not really my kind of guy. His first touch was always very poor. He has never really worked. That's one of his weaknesses, major weaknesses. His ball control it has always been abysmal for a professional like him. I don't know why, because even me when I was growing up, I didn't play professionally, but at least I can hold my own. People who knows me then when I was when I played, like I can at least my first touch control was not a problem for me. As for Lukaku, I don't really know why it has been a detriment to his performance, to even throughout his career. It has always been a problem. He can score goals, giving him a right through pass. Lukaku can actually make runs, bully defender with his body, with his physique. That's his strength. But there are some games that you just need to have that proper instinct, that proper control, that proper talent of a good center for when you can actually uh, go and control the game when you are even surrounded by two or three defenders with no panic. But Lukaku in some position, he cannot do that, because at the end of the day, when he tried to do it, he ended up losing the ball 95% of the time. So Chelsea, without a center forward, I don't think they can do anything significant this season, unless they have the now Raheem Sterling. I don't know much what Raheem Sterling can offer. I don't know what he can really do. What else he can do for Chelsea right now? But I think he has played his best football. I think he has played his best football. I think he has played his best football in Liverpool and now Manchester City. So I don't think he can do quite much anymore like he used to do. We'll see what is going to happen. And Tottenham, they look really, really sharp. They look really, really bright. The the coach is a master of game plan. He always prep his players right. He has good mentality of how he's going to approach the game, which is very, very which is one of the very, very key thing about Antonio Conte. He knows how he wants to play. He knows how he wants to attack. So That's one thing about Tottenham. I think they are going to be very, 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 very good. They might be the dark horse in this Premiership title race in this season. I think Tottenham might be the dark horse. It might be one of the things that it might just surprise people in going forward in this season. So if I go, I try to then I'll talk about Man City a little bit. Man City, yes. What I'm figuring out in Man City right now is they will not put too much effort during the ending of the season. If they find out maybe the league is slipping away from them, I don't think they will put much effort trying to win the league. Their effort is going to be based on Champions League. That's the one thing Pep Guardiola really want to cement in his legacy. Like, oh, I've been able to win Champions League for another club aside from the one he did in Barcelona when he had all these he's very, very good coach with notwithstanding, but when you have the right pieces around you with the right mentality, and then also when you have a player like Lionel Messi at the helm of your attack, so a lot of things can go right for you. But you know, that's one thing. That's one of his Achilles heel. He has not really find a player like Messi who can uh, who can uh, who can deliver some magical moments when you are really, really in a very, very difficult position trying to win some games. Even when he was in Bayern Munich, so it was all everybody knows Bayern Munich, they are going to eventually win everything in Germany. So that's how it goes. Bayern Munich, they are the superior team in Germany, so they win the league 99% of the time. So it's only when they have a bad season, or maybe there's a there's a team that just come out, they have good players. At the end of the day, they just after they find some struggles, they end up going to the other team and buying the whole players, playing for them. So that's how they run their stuff. It's good for them. It's good for their league. That's the way the Bundesliga has always been during the time of Michael Ballack when he was in Bayer Leverkusen. He played for Bayer Leverkusen. At the end of the day, okay, Bayer Leverkusen end up winning the league. Then Bayern Munich went there and took all of their players. So that's how it's always been. Down to also Dortmund, they took all their players. That's the reason why I don't of all the clubs, Bayern Munich is the one I have actually hated. I don't like them because of how they go about doing their business. So when it comes to Liverpool, it has to come down to this club. What do you want to do about Manchester City? Always going ahead of you, winning the league all the time with 1 point, 2 point. At some point, you have to be sick of it. You have to be like you have to be very angry about it. There's this kind of touchy, friendly relationship you have with Pep Guardiola and the Manchester City and Liverpool players. I don't know. Okay, you have been having success also, but it's not translating. At the end of the day, when you say a manager like Klopp, even when it was very, very difficult for you to win the league in Germany, you still managed to win two out of maybe 6 times you tried, or maybe 5 times you tried. You managed to win two. So are you going to be that coach that only win one premiership when you have all these good players playing for you? And if you check out some of your results, you played tremendous good football, brilliant football played by Liverpool in the past 3 years. Likewise, Manchester City. But do you hate them enough when you play against them? Do you hate them enough? Do you consider yourself a true rivalry? If you go down the years of Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, if you see there were literally some hatred. Players don't want to concede. Players don't want to. Coaches not talking to each other. You have to transform that mentality into your players. Like, hey, this season, this is what we are going to do. Are you tired enough of coming second? Always coming second. Always coming second. So if at the end of the day you end up playing the league, which you are going to lose the league at the end of the day by 1 point, for how many seasons in a row? But come on, man. Come on. It's not a good track record for you, man. And you have lost how many Champions League final in the span of 3 years, two Champions League final, only winning one. man, that's not good. That's not very, very good record. So you have lost so many finals compared to the amount of finals you have won. So what I'm trying to say is that if you really want this premiership enough, you are going to try to deliver this season. So what I'm trying to my thoughts, my opinion on Pep Guardiola and on Jurgen Klopp is transform that kind of hatred, that energy, transform it into your players. Make them understand that in this season, our priority and our priority alone is to win the league. We cannot allow Manchester City and Pep Guardiola to run away with the league again this season by us winning only one time and then winning 5 premiership. And we are coming up short with like 1 point, 2 point. No, we cannot accept that. So you have to literally, I'm not saying go out there like really hate, try to hurt the player. But what I'm trying to say is that when you play against them, because it all boils down to the two meetings you have with between each other. Last season was 2-2 draw. The other season it was 1-1. I win one. The other time you win one. What I'm trying to say is that do you hate them enough? Are you going to allow them that opportunity to always outsmart you with 1 point, 2 points every time we go into the history? So Jurgen Klopp, take from the history book of Sir Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger, Jose Mourinho when he first came into the league in 2004. He said to his players, "There's no way we are going to allow Arsenal finish ahead of us." He already knew that at that time Manchester United squad was not good. He already knew his only competition was against Arsenal at that time, which they just came off of undefeated season in a row. So he told them, "We are not letting in any time we are playing, they cannot win. They cannot win us. They can't. So they just can't." So you can see the result from that time. Arsenal, Chelsea went unbeaten against Arsenal for I think for like complete 6 years without them even matching them in terms of speed, power, and everything, because they literally hated them in terms of playing the game. So I think that's what Jurgen Klopp has to tell his players. That's the kind of mentality they have to have towards the rivalry of Manchester City. Because for me, I don't really consider this a rival. I just feel like they are too friendly in a way in terms of how they play. They always play beautiful football, but they have not been there. There are some games you go into. I can still recount some of those games with AC Milan, Inter Milan, Juventus, AS Roma. Those days, 2000, early 2003, early 2000, it was a bloodbath. Sometimes there is even fireworks in the stadium, just to tell you the amount of rivalry, the amount of hatred they have towards each other. So, if my advice to Jurgen Klopp, even when you see when Jose Mourinho first came into Real Madrid, he did the same thing also. Barcelona was dominating. Literally, Pepe and Piqué, they weren't speaking to each other when they go to the national team. They literally became enemies, but they were playing together in the same national team, because you cannot allow that. What are you going to be saying? Hey, thank you, my friend. Yeah, we win the league again, and you are playing in opposition team. No, it's not supposed to be like that. So you should go all out. You should go all out like war, like you are in a war front. I'm not saying they haven't played they have played some tremendous amount of football. So what I'm trying to say is that Jurgen Klopp, I think Liverpool is still the biggest threat to Manchester City in this premiership, in this coming premiership that we are currently on. But do they want them enough? Do they hate them enough? Do they hate losing enough? So I think last season they would have won the league if they didn't play too many games. I think too many games really hurt them a lot, and they couldn't really their legs were, like I said previously, so they fell short in terms of too many games that they played trying to chase for titles in the season. So my prediction, I think Tottenham. Let me share my screen. You see. This is how the league title was, how it finishes last season. So I will move Liverpool ahead of City. Then Tottenham ahead of Chelsea. Then Arsenal. I believe Arsenal will end up in 4th position. Then Manchester United maybe somewhere around here in 5th position. So that's my take. I might change my predictions as the season progresses, but that's my take for now. I'm going to be doing predictions on the Scudetto, which is the Italian league, the German league, and then as well the Spanish league. So I'm going to be giving my prediction as well on who is going to win the league. So thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell whenever there's a video pop up. You'll be the first to see it. So thank you. See you later. Watch out for my next video. Bye bye.